The political correctness pandemic has struck the southern rock band known as Wet Willie since 1970. A few years ago, out of political correctness, many common foods that have been known and loved for decades were being renamed or changed. Aunt Jeremiah pancake syrup was renamed to Pearl Milling Company pancake syrup. Uncle Ben's rice was renamed to Ben's Original Rice. We got rid of the Indian off of Land O'Lakes butter package, but kept the land. Eskimo pies were renamed Eddie's Pies. Even Dixie Chicks renamed themselves to the Chicks. There have been repeated calls for sports teams like the Atlanta Braves to drop references to the Native Americans. The Washington Redskins are now known as the Washington Football Team. Demands are even being made on automotive manufacturers to rename vehicles like the Jeep Cherokee. Wet Willie will soon be joining the crowd, becoming politically correct. They will adopt their third name in their long history. Originally known as Fox until relocating to Macon, Georgia from Mobile, Alabama in 1970 and changing their moniker to Wet Willie. As of September, they will go under the name Wet Billy. Upon republishing, all of their previous works will reflect the new name. A spokesman said Wet Willie is ashamed of adopting the name Willie, which is closely associated with the African American community. The band's lead singer and keyboardist Jimmy Hall had a friend named Willie who would wet his pants when he laughed too hard. The band thought it was a funny and memorable name, so they adopted it as their own. It was never imagined as being derogatory to the African American community. A representative of a nationally recognized minority race advocacy group said, "We appreciate the efforts of Wet Billy in eradicating the stigmatization of racial minorities. As part of our most recent efforts, we are calling for all companies to remove the images and references to minorities from their brands. We feel that if a brand requires the image of a human, only white American people should be utilized." Wet Billy will be touring again next year, playing the same music you have loved for the past 50 years. Watch for concert dates and locations soon to be announced.